Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mycie, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel, like my videos, leave any comments in the bottom, and I'll read them and get back to you guys. So today I'm gonna do a story time about the time I almost burnt my whole house down. Actually, it wasn't even my house, it was my mama's house. Okay, so actually, it wasn't even my mama's house. It was a townhouse.
Got him!
So you know what? That's messed up. The time it was me, my mom, and my oldest brother in the house, and I went to sleep and woke up from a nap at like 6 p.m. or something like that. And I was like 8 years old. Like, I was super young. So I wake up from a nap. My mom is up watching TV. My oldest brother is upstairs in his room sleeping, and I wake up, and you know how like when you wake up and you're hungry. So I woke up and I'm super hungry. So I go in the kitchen to go see what we have, and I see that my mom made some pho. So if you don't know what pho is, it's a like noodle dish. It's a broth, and then it's like noodles, and you mix it together, and it's like really good, and you put like seasoning in it, and like all type of good stuff. I'll insert a picture right now. Yeah, so my mom had made pho, and I was super hungry, so I go to her and I'm like, Mom, I'm super hungry, can you make me some pho? And at the time, my mom, she didn't speak much English at all, so she was also taking these English classes at the center that was around our townhouses. So she was gonna get ready to go to her class, and I'm like, I'm hungry. So she's like, okay, like I'm gonna turn on the stove and boil the broth up so that you can have some fun. I'm like, okay, cool. So she turned on the stove, and then she goes upstairs to tell my brother that the stove for the broth, and it's boiling downstairs, so that like when it's done boiling, for my brother to go downstairs and turn it off and make me my foot. So I guess I didn't go upstairs with her, so I guess my brother was like, okay, yeah, cool. And to remind you, my brother was knocked out, so she must have woke him up out of his sleep and told him. So she's like, okay, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna leave out now. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go, and as she leaves out, I'm watching TV, and I'm like 20 minutes go by, and I smell like something burning, but I'm not like even like thinking anything of it. So I'm like, okay, like something's burning, but like I have no idea what it is. So I go in the kitchen, go look, and there's like nothing burning. So I'm like,
What's wrong?
so I go back and watch TV, and like 10 minutes go by. I think like 5-10 minutes go by, and that smoke smell is like super strong now. Like I'm like, okay, like something is not right. So I go upstairs, and I go to my brother's room, and I wake him up, and I'm like, wake up, because I'm ready to eat. Like, I'm hungry now. And he wakes up, and he goes downstairs, and yeah, he goes downstairs, and we both go in the kitchen, and he's like, holy shit, it's a freaking fire.
I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Remind you, I did not go back in the kitchen the second time, so I didn't even notice that there was a fire going on. And he's like, okay, you need to go and tell Mom that there's a fire.
I ran out, I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life.
So I run to the center, and my mom's in her English class, and I tell my mom, like, Mom, there's a fire at the house, like, you need to come home right now. And she's like, oh shit, like automatically I must have just told her, like, you guys weren't watching the stove.
Oh, hi. Wait a minute.
Like, she knew what I was talking about. So we both run all the way home. Like I told you, it took us like 30 seconds. And we run home and we get there and there's like this fire. Like, to me at the time, because I was super young, there was a huge fire.
Oh no!
So my mom is super Asian, so she was not gonna call the ambulance, call the fire people, like firefighters or anything. And so she did it herself. I just felt so freaking mad. Okay, so I'm like jumping from store to store. I'm sorry. So she's like freaking out. I'm freaking out, and she throws some water at the fire, and the fire does not stop. Like, it got bigger, and I'm like freaking out. I'm feeling so bad because it was all my fault. And at the time, I was just like, oh my God, like, I feel so bad. Like, oh my God, there's a fire in the house and my brother is trying to put it out. My mom is trying to put it out. And my mom's telling us, like, stay away, you know, I'm gonna get this under control. So, my mom takes a towel and she turns on the sink water and she, like, grabs the freaking hot ass pot that has like, there's fire in it. I swear, there was fire in it. She grabs it and like put it into the sink, and like she's trying to put it out, and finally the fire goes like down, and the fire is like gone. There's no more fire, but there's like a hella smoke, and she's super pissed off.
What the fuck is that? Like, now I'm fucking mad!
And like, as she's walking out of the kitchen, I look at her and burned her hand, like all right here. Like, it was burnt. Not like burnt, like burnt, but it was like, you could tell like she was burnt right there. And I just felt so bad because if I wasn't such a brat and saying that I was hungry, knowing that my mom had to leave, and if my brother was actually paying attention, not being a bum sleeping, then it was probably gonna be okay. But yeah, she burned her hand and I just felt so bad. Like, once the fire was out and stuff, our house was smoking. Like, oh my God, it was so bad. We had the window open, the fan blowing, like all that. The ambulance never came. I remember her yelling at me a little bit, but I remember her cussing my brother out, like literally cussing him out. And yeah, it was just, I'm just glad we were able to resolve what I wasn't able to, but I was glad my mom was okay and our townhouse didn't burn to the freaking ground, because that would have been so bad. And yeah, it was just so crazy. And basically what happened was, yeah, she lectured us after the whole incident, and I was so sad. I remember going up to my room and just crying because my mom had burned her hand, and I was feeling so bad because I felt like it was my fault for asking for some food knowing that she was about to leave. And yeah, I was crying so much because I was so sad. And then at that, she cussed me out. Like, what? I felt bad, and you gonna cuss me out too? But yeah, it was such a crazy, it was so crazy, you guys. Like, I know my mom was highly pissed because the top of our wall was black as shit. But good thing, like, my aunt, she didn't live that far from where we lived. She lived in the same townhouse area, so we just went over to her house and just, I think we were there for like a few hours before we came back home. So yeah, it was a crazy fire that happened, and I felt so bad. But I'm just glad my mom was okay and my brother was okay and I was okay. And I'm just glad like nobody else was in the house, because I swear it would have been ugly. But yeah, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, like my videos, make any comments in the below, and let me know what other stories you guys want to hear. This is my first story time, so I'm not like really used to this yet. But I have some other crazy stories that I would love for you guys to hear, and I would love to tell. So yeah, but until I do, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye.